My main goal is to set an example for people that Taekwondo can be taken seriously in the United States.
If I just get one person to be better than me, then I would define that as success.
My name is Madeline and Aidan Fulgium, and I'm a 4th Dan, about to test for 5th Dan in a few weeks, hopefully, if I stay healthy. Well, I actually met my husband in high school. He was training with Grandmaster Broadway, well, Mr. Broadway at the time, and he tried to get me to come in there and take classes when I was in high school, and I wouldn't do it. So then, you know, further down the road, we got back together, we got married, had kids. He was working a regular job, and that fell through. He got, well, fired, and which was the best thing that could have happened to us. And I said, you know, you really were passionate about martial arts. I really think you should open up a school, and I'll start training. I said, of course the kids will train, and I think he thought I was joking.
I'm Marshall Fulgium, owner of Benton Martial Arts. I started training in June of 1988.
My name's Rick Balkin. I've been doing Taekwondo since 1977, and I'm an 8th degree black belt.
At the time, my mom, who worked full-time at South Central Bell here in Shreveport, she was going back and forth, and she would bring us, me and my friend, to class every other class. And so my friend's mom would take us every other class. And I remember thinking to myself, oh no, if he can't go, then that means my mom's got to take me 3 or 4 nights a week, and we lived way outside of town, and she, you know, it's a round trip. It's like almost 100 miles. There's no way she's going to take me. And when I told her that my friend had quit, but I really wanted to keep going, not only did my mom say sure, but she said, okay, and I'm going to pay for a year's worth of classes up front. And so that's when I met my instructor at that time, Benny Broadway. He was a 2nd degree black belt, and he was Mr. Broadway.
I took away from my experience with Grandmaster Broadway is, you know, here was a competent, knowledgeable practitioner who I would easily say top 5% in the world in terms of just his ability, what he could do on the world stage. But most, you know, I've met a number of people who have that ability, but what I had with Grandmaster Broadway was this relationship.
He was a Frenchman, so he talked with a slight French accent when he talked, depending upon if you were a young lady. If you were a young lady, it was really French, really quick. If you were a dude like me, it was more of an American French accent. This is what I want out of you right now. Let's do this. And I just remember thinking to myself, man, I don't know how he got to be that good, but I want to be able to be that good. And that is a goal of mine to this day. I'm 48 years old now. I started training when I was 12, and I have never reached as good as he was back then.
I loved how he held his students accountable, but also cared and had this wonderful relationship with them. The way that people talk about Grandmaster Broadway is the way that, you know, who wouldn't want to be remembered in this way? Just, you know, the impact that he had on the relationships that he formed with his students are to this day, you know, things that bring a smile to our face, things that we miss so very much.
My instructor, Benny Broadway, always said, Fulgium, you need to be a master in one thing. Don't be a jack of all trades. Be a master in one thing, and once you've mastered that, then branch off. And when you're 16, 17 years old, and you want to try different things, what does that guy know? And then we'd go and we'd do jujitsu, right? We'd practice jujitsu on the kitchen floor, and we'd get hurt and pull something and break something and have to go to class the next week and tell Mr. Broadway what we did. He would always say, I told you to master one thing. Like, you're not even good enough right now to be considered a Taekwondo practitioner. Let's just work on that.
Lots of people can kick high and kick strong, but it's that ability to develop and maintain and those relationships that that's why we miss them.
So I'd have to first say that the founder of Taekwondo, and there's been people debating this over the years. It's this gentleman or it's this gentleman, because Taekwondo originated out of a country that was destroyed, right? The Japanese had come in and they had totally destroyed the Korean civilization. I mean, they did. They sold people into slaveries. They would behead people. They would torture you nonstop, and they did not want the Korean people to be able to fight back. And so when the Japanese were defeated after World War II, the Koreans were left with really a bunch of teenagers. They didn't really have a whole lot. And so one of the people that lived through that experience was the General Choi Hong-hee, if I'm saying that correctly. And he was living in Japan at the time, and he was a secondary black belt in Shotokan. And when he came back to Korea, he would join the military, and he would be a part of kind of rebuilding Korea.
My name's Madeline and Fulgium. I'm a certified 4th degree black belt in ITF Taekwondo. And what I do here for Benton Martial Arts is I teach a lot of the adult and junior classes. I also am what's called an admin. So the admin means I take all the calls, texts, and emails for the business, and I help get people through the door so they can come in and try out their classes. And I also am getting ready for the UTA British Championships to compete in England on July 14th.
My name's Aidan Fulgium. I'm 18 years old, and I'm a 3rd degree black belt here at Benton Martial Arts. I'm also the director. I handle mostly all of the classes with my sister, and I make sure everybody is, having fun when they come in here. Madeline gets them in the door, and I make sure they have a good time when they're in here. And I'm currently training and getting prepared for the UTA British Championships in July.
This is an international tournament that is being held by an association that is a stepping, not a stepping stone. It is kind of like a bridge to the international scene. In this association, which is the UTA, we don't know how well these guys will do traveling abroad to compete against people that do what we do for a living.
Anytime you're a competitor and you're thinking to yourself, this person's flying across the ocean to come compete against me, it's got to be pretty serious. And vice versa. If I'm going to fly across the ocean to go compete, it's got to be pretty serious. And so there's an intensity to international competition.
When Madeline and Aidan go with the UTA and compete against European martial artists, those European martial artists most of them are being sponsored, and they're being somewhat paid to be there. This is what they do. They don't just do martial arts for fun. And so when they step foot in that ring, they got a lot to lose. That you're on their turf. You don't talk like they do. You don't wear a uniform like they do. And they're there to beat the punk out of you. Now, they're not mean people. They're not evil people. I mean, but they're competitors. And you're not going to come in my house, and I am a world champion cornbread, baker, and tell me how to bake my cornbread. I'm going to show you my cornbread's the best, and you're going to like it. Or I'm going to shove it down your throat. You're going to like it. Well, this is what they're going to be like. They're going to be like, okay, well, yeah, you wear your fancy uniforms. You're from America. You guys are all fat and rich, right? I'm going to show you why you need to go back and start training and take this seriously. And our mission right now is to go over there and be humble, but to show them that, no, we do belong.
There's more to this than physical gifts. There is grit and resilience. There is dealing with defeat after defeat after defeat. That until you look back, you see that victory was not in any of your awards or trophies, but in just the journey that you made. That's a paraphrase from Rabbi Alvin Fine. you know. So that we're all here making a sacred journey. And, you know, I've lost far more than I've won, and I want my students who follow me to know that. It's okay to have more losses than wins. Just continue the journey.
All right, Aidan, you're driving in the car right now. Hopefully we won't perish. But where are we driving to right now?
We're driving down to Lake Jackson, suburb of Houston, and it's 5:42 p.m. and we're gonna get there at like almost midnight. So
Perfect.
that'd be fun.
Why are we driving there again?
You don't know why we're driving there?
Well, I do know, but maybe some other people don't know.
Okay, Madeline, I've had enough of that attitude.
Okay.
We're going there for Grandmaster Wadley seminar. It's gonna be freaking lit.
Okay. Well, we just started driving, so maybe we'll do an update here in about an hour
We're
or
gonna do
so.
like 18 competitions in one day.
Okay, turn off the camera. All right, I fixed it.
Oh my God.
I fixed it. All right, so
Okay.
where are we at?
We are in Nacogdoches, Texas, and Madeline's phone is about to die, and my phone is like half battery, and we still have 3 hours.
And go ahead and tell them about your charger situation.
I forgot my charger at the house, but Madeline forgot to charge her phone, so it looks like we're both idiots. Anyways, Madeline, what are we doing? What time is it?
Dinner time, it's almost 8, 7:51. So we're coming here to Olive Garden in what, Lufkin, Texas?
Yes.
To get some dinner. Rolling.
Too busy.
Where are we at right now?
We're in Lake Jackson. Come here. All right. The start of the seminar. Right before it, here's Madeline. There's my mom. And there's my dad way over there. Look at him go. So, Madeline, what do we got going on today? What's happening today?
We have to work out here, and if you take a look around, we're not in a usual gym.
Oh shoot, hold up. I zoomed in. What did you say?
We're not in a usual
What did you call me, bro?
gym or a Taekwondo school. We're actually in a hotel, a mall. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work out here, do some introductions, I think.
All right, now, front kick, high guard punch.
Okay, so we're here with Grandmaster Wadley. Grandmaster, just want to ask you a couple of questions. Preparing and getting ready for this next tournament in the UK. First question would be, why are you continuing to do? Because you're a very decorated martial artist. Why are you continuing to do international competition, putting a team out there to compete?
There's two things that I think that really helped improve my martial arts when I was younger. The first one was learning how to teach. Sharing martial arts with another person gave me a different perspective. And the next one was the international level of competition. When I was competing on the national level, I thought I was pretty good. But then when I went on the international level of competition, it opened up just a much larger category that I wasn't aware of at that time, and I really loved the competition and seeing people from other countries and building friends. I'm friends with people from all over the world from those competitions, but what it did for me as a martial artist to raise my skill level was invaluable to me, and I want to continue to offer that for our schools as an avenue for their students, because in our schools we have students that are very top-notch or very skilled or very athletic, and they might need that level of competition to keep their interest.
All right, well said. So moving right into our second question, you're a president of an organization, UTA. How do you handle being a president of a large organization such as this?
You know, as you train through your levels, I think if I would have went from just as an instructor into the position of president, I wouldn't have been prepared for that. But my instructors always helped me along the way to give me positions that gave me a little bit more responsibility along the way, almost as if they were training me for something like this, for a level of leadership. From being an assistant instructor to a chief instructor to a school owner to a regional director, into a national director, and then into a president. So each little step didn't seem like that big of a step, but if you look at from the beginning to the end, it's a big, massive step. So it takes training along the way to kind of build up to that. It is a weight sometimes to make sure that everybody has the correct training and that you're given opportunities for all of those schools to grow. It's up to a school if they want to take advantage of those opportunities, but to always keep new things coming out. And with technology and everything that's happening, we have new things happening. So it's fun, actually. And it is, at my level of training, I feel that it's my duty to be able to give back, because I've enjoyed Taekwondo. I love it. And for me to just hog it for myself and not share it would be a tragedy. I want others to experience what I've had, the fun and the joy of.
Yes, sir. Okay, so our last question would be International Taekwondo Competition, ITF, WT. You don't see very many Americans dominating this thing. What do you think would put Americans, the top level athlete of America, put back on the stage? What do you think that would take?
That's an interesting question, because I do go to a lot of international tournaments, but it's interesting. If you look at the size of the United States, it's huge. So sometimes to put together a national team, and you have somebody in California and somebody in New York that's on the team, who travels the most? In a lot of countries around the world, the countries are fairly small, so they can pull a team, and that team can train year-round, every week, and make a lot of progress. Well, here in the United States, unless you're taking somebody from just a little area to be on a team, that could be a disadvantage. The size of the countries matter. But another thing is, Americans can be lazy. We all have jobs. I mean, here we don't have sports commissions that pay our athletes to go compete. Not in the ITF. Now, if you make the Olympic team, that may be a little bit different, where you sent to the Olympic Training Center and somebody is sponsoring your way, then that's all you have to do is train. That's one thing. But since the ITF is not recognized by the Olympic Committee, then we have to pay for it ourselves. And that's part of the issue. Our size, and then the ability to pay our way over there. And I also see that some tournaments are held in countries that Americans would consider second world or third world countries, and they have no interest in going there. And so therefore it's just not a desirable place. Americans, if we had it in the Bahamas every year, I'm sure we would fill the team and train for it. So where we go, how many times somebody's training throughout the year based on the size of their country, and if they have sponsors helping pay them, really dictates those things. I would like to see us win more international championships as the United States.
That's the goal then.
That is the goal. So,
well, thank you, Grandmaster. We appreciate your time, and hopefully one day we'll get to that point.
Well, you will. It just takes training. Thank you for the interview.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so day 2. Where are we going?
I'm tired.
No one cares. Where are we going?
We're going to be going to Grandmaster Jason Wadley's Taekwondo.
For what?
For day 2 of the Masters Camp seminar. So,
What do you think we're going to be doing today? Going to be doing some sword fighting again? Are you going to win this
there's
time?
no telling what we'll be doing today, but I bet whatever we'll be doing, we'll be having fun and competing at it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes.
but yeah, we're supposed to go take pictures at the beach today with everybody, and then tonight we're supposed to be looking fancy. So Madeline's gonna be wearing a suit. I'm gonna be wearing a suit,
He's gonna be wearing a dress.
and
His favorite heels.
it's gonna be fun.
Yep.
So today's probably gonna be my favorite day.
Who knew we were going to get busted? Yeah. Don't go from here straight off to the technique, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go to the neutral position.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, ready? She jump.
Did you learn anything?
Learn a
lot.
No, you didn't.
And then you go again. This is round 2.
It is 8:16. Mom and Dad are eating breakfast right now, but we're going to head on over to Grandmaster Wadley's Taekwondo school for our last day at the camp. We're going to work out from 9 to 11:30, and then head back home. And then we'll probably get home at like midnight.
Hold up.
So,
Are you sad?
a little. It's fun working out with people you don't usually train with. Like literally once a year train with. So
Why is that so? Why is that so cool?
why is that cool?
Yeah, why is that cool?
Well, I mean, they're just a different culture than what you're used to. So
Yeah.
get to experience that.
Martial arts is like a big, martial arts family is like a big networking group. I mean, you meet some really good ones, and you meet some that are just out for themselves. But I just think it's cool watching you guys train and learn like I did when I was younger. And you get to meet people that are going to be your friends for some of my best friends I met on the mat training. And they just become that, they become like your brothers and sisters. I mean, you punch them in the face, you kick them, and you try to do better than them at every possible chance. But off the mat, they're your friends because they know exactly what you're going through.
I could have said all that. Also, I thought it was an interview. Anyways, so yes, we are sad it's ending, but I'm also kind of missing home and kind of missing some of my students. Some, not all of them.
Hey, look at this guy. Pierce, did we win? Did we win that pattern competition?
Absolutely no.
Y'all-
Haters gonna hate.
Y'all-
Let me set the record straight.
Everyone's a critic.
No, he's lying. No,
I never
Hey,
did that.
oh,
I'm
so
standing.
you
I am
weren't
not
you weren't a
lying.
neutral party. You were on the team we were competing against.
Yeah, but I'm telling the truth.
I am not lying. I am actually standing.
Shut up, Pierce. Okay. All right. Just got up. It's the day of the practice, and well, we didn't just get up, but I got up, took a shower. It's like 8 something, and we're about to head down the road to Rockwall Martial Arts, and we're about to get some training in. Madeline's got to train early. She's got to practice early with her group outside, I think, because there's not enough room inside. So the kids team will go first. The kids go at 10, and they go all the way to 12, and then the adults will go from 1 to 3. And but they're gonna practice. She's gonna practice with her team during the kids part, and they need a lot. Madeline and her team need a lot of help. So that's probably what they're gonna do. But my team, on the other hand, doesn't need that much help.
Yeah, y'all do.
So yeah, we do. Our team's pretty awful too. But you know what? We're getting there. We're heading to a Bailey Murphy, Devin Hopper, Tyreek Saint sparring seminar this morning, and we're just leaving the school and heading out. So, wish us luck. This
What is that?
Huma Plus Chia Energy Gels Plus. It tastes like. It does not taste like strawberry lemonade.
Oh, stranger danger.
Oh, that.
Who are you? I'm a hobo.
Dude, why is my phone back there?
And why is your phone back here?
Did you put it back there?
No.
Shut up. Hanging out. Shut up. We're hanging out with the locals. They're just chilling out back there. And we're on break right now. It's been about 20 minutes. And we started out, the first part of the workout was conditioning. And we did conditioning for an hour and 10 minutes. So, and they're like, all right, we're going to start out with conditioning. I'm like, yay. So fun. We did like leapfrogs and reaction drills and like push-ups, sit-ups, flutter kicks, stuff like that, stretching, stuff like that. But it's been fun so far. We have about 5 minutes left until it starts up again, and after that we're supposed to get them an interview pretty soon. So those guys over there, those are the top tier martial artists for the USA right now. We're here. We just got done with a seminar. Just got done working out with some of the best in the world from the USA. As you can tell, we hadn't been doing anything today except for sweating and almost dying. So, guys, I'll go ahead and let y'all, introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Tyreek Saint from Team Top 10 USA, also a member of Team Qualified Professionals.
My name is Bailey Murphy. I'm on Team Straight Up, also a member of Qualified Professionals.
My name is Devin Hopper, member of Team Paul Mitchell, Orlando, Florida. Gotta represent guys, and of course, PFB.
My name is Kevin Casewell Walker. I am a member of the Team Straight Up.
Well, guys, thank y'all for being here. Mr. Murphy, I was going to start with you, sir. So our first question for you is, what made you pick martial arts over the more mainstream sports like football, basketball, baseball, things like that?
This is one of my favorite questions because it's just insane, my answer. But when I was 5 years old, my mom asked me that legit question. Bailey, do you want to play basketball, football, or soccer? And my immediate response was, no, I want to be proud of you. So that's kind of how I got into martial arts.
Yes, sir. So before, you thought about anything else, you just liked the contact sport?
Yeah, I don't got a real reason.
Right. Yes, sir. Well, right on. Well, Mr. Hopper, I'll give you my second question. How do we make martial arts more mainstream, more than the football, the baseball, the basketball? How do we get that? How do we put that out there where more people start watching and representing?
Yeah. I think doing stuff like what we're doing right now is huge. Like all of us, like athletes like us, getting out, seeing you guys, going to different areas, different parts of the country, and trying to build new fans. You know what I mean? And doing interviews, videos, more media. I think all that stuff will be a stepping stone, but it's going to take all of us coming together and act like you see, we're all in different teams, and we're in the States and we're fighting each other, we're trying to kill each other, but we come together, right, as friends to push the sport. So we just got to do more of that, and I think we'll be there. We're on the right direction.
Yes, sir. Okay, great answer. My last question, or my second to last question, you, sir. What has been your favorite, most memorable tournament experience? If you had to pick out of all, I'm sure you've been to a lot of them.
That's really tough. So probably the latest one for me, right? The latest, most memorable one is probably the most memorable just because of, being caught in the moment. But the latest Diamond Nationals probably is my most memorable competition. I had some really tough competition, and I managed to be the ultimate winner at that event. So I didn't lose the match that weekend. I was the only person that could say that.
Really?
Yeah. So,
you said Diamond Nationals?
Diamond Nationals, yeah.
Where was that at?
It was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So it was really fun. It was a dope experience.
Yes, sir. Last question, Mr. Ty. Who has been the person that when you go to sleep at night, it's like, oh my God, I got to spar them? Like, who has kept you up at night? Who is the most difficult person you've ever had to spar?
That's crazy that every day. I was just spoken on that. The most difficult person that I've ever had to spar. I've had a lot of tough fights. But honestly, I don't give that crown to anybody but one of these guys. You know, on any given day, one of them is my toughest fight, depending on who's more on. You know, and honestly, I put us at the top of the sport. You know, so if we're not challenging each other, we aren't each other's toughest fights, then we're doing something wrong.
I mean, if I didn't have anybody to talk to, I'd go insane. And my family is my people that I talk to, whether it's my blood-related family or it's my brothers in Christ. When I go and I train, I used to train and hit a bag because I didn't like what somebody did. You know, somebody said to me, or something happened in my life that was so traumatic. It's like I get in here and I set like an edge to myself, and I just start hitting the bag or doing things just more like harder, more intense. And now it's like these past couple of months, it's like God told me not to think this way. And every time I get in there and I train, I train because I want to show my family how much they mean to me, how much, because they cared me. I mean, they put me in this environment, and I want to show them how much I can make of this opportunity. So, but it's early in the morning, and it's tournament week. It's a Wednesday at 7 a.m. and I think, well, a little bit before 7. And today we're going to finish up some summer camp and for the week, and then we're on our way to Tulsa. So we're gonna make a stop at my grandparents' house and tonight, and then early in the morning we're gonna get up. We're gonna drive the rest of the way, and it's gonna be freaking fun. Oh, and we're gonna bring my cousin with me. So yes, it's gonna be pretty sick, man. But yeah. So welcome back. You know, I would say I miss you guys, but y'all are a camera right now, so that's kind of weird. But anyways, and I found this Lego. Anyways, let's get to it. Okay, so we're at the Double M Ranch right now, and we're about to eat some breakfast, and then we're about to get going to Tulsa. And we got practice at 3, and it's almost 11, so we're about 2 hours away from Tulsa. We should get there, about an hour early, and it's gonna be fun. So to be continued.
Yeah, so we're on the road, and I'm in the back seat now.
Where are we heading, Maddox?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, Tulsa. Only the thing we've been talking about for this entire week.
Yeah, it's
going to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Now there's 2 of them.
And oh Lord,
What's wrong with you, man? Oh my God.
Anyways, going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I don't think we're gonna go to the RV park first, man. Or are we gonna go to the Ruffian Center?
Yeah, we're going straight to the Ruffian Center.
Okay. Is there anybody that's gonna be there right away, or is it just gonna be us?
Well, they're having that sparring seminar.
Oh yeah. But yeah, going straight to the Ruffian Center and gonna hopefully get a good team practice in. Maddox will be the cameraman for that majority of the time, and so yeah, we're gonna be there in about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Just getting warmed up. So we're at the Ruffin Event Center here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We just made it. And you might be asking, oh, where's the tall, skinny white kid, Aidan? Where's the other kid? We don't know his name, Maddox. Yeah, they're not here. They're actually inside. And I had to go back out here and get the camera because Aidan forgot it. And I had to get the keys because Aidan left the keys in the car. Anyway, Let's head on inside. Let's see what's going on.
Just chilling. I'm resting.
Look at the, hold on. Look at the unibrow. Oh shoot, zoom out. Too much unibrow. Anyway.
Hey, Madeline, me looking up at you now, I now know how you feel when you look up at me.
Okay, whatever that means.
One more step. I think go one more.
I want to compete until I just can't. Because right now, I'm supposed to be in my prime, and I haven't done one international tournament. This will be my first one. And some I see them online. Some kids start when they're 9 years old in Italy, competing at 9. This is wild. I'm way behind. So I just want to get out there and do everything that I can until I can't.
I'm having a lot of fun though. It's exciting. So I can finally tell people that, you know, I never knew what Taekwondo could bring me, or could bring one person. And people are like, well, I do this sport, and I'm traveling here. What do you do? Oh, well, I teach Taekwondo in a little town in Louisiana. I don't really go anywhere. I go to East Texas sometimes and compete in a regional tournament, but I don't ever go to a world championship. I don't really ever go to a national championship or a world championship. And now I can finally say, look at what Taekwondo can do for you. And, you know, just before mentioned, that's my mission, is to put Taekwondo back on the map. So I feel like it's one step forward in the right direction, and I'm having a lot of fun when I do it.
Okay, you're recording?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is all for all you Ben moms out there. If you don't know where Ben is, you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so Ben Mom Starter Pack. Step 1, get you a set of these. Alright, gosh. Alright, you need one of these on your keychain, alright? Ben Moms don't go anywhere without this. Alright? And then you need like one of these shirts. I don't know what this says, it just looks like something y'all would wear, okay? Wait!
Oh, we didn't even get to...
Oh, sorry. Oh shoot, that's the back.
I'm not supposed to...
What my face does when you talk. Yes!
Alright, and then on the front it says Southern Attitude. Classic. Alright, and then the final step is what I'm wearing. This hat. Alright, so you put all this stuff together. Hold on. You put all this stuff together.
Like a Benton.
I'm like,
we don't have your big Louis Vuitton bag.
Oh, no, I refuse to put that on, even if I did have it, okay? And then you put all this stuff together, grab your son Braxton Paxton, and then walk on out the door. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I just now realized this. I've upgraded my cameraman now. I've departed from the old person that was like, all right, Aidan.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. What are we doing? Oh, shoot, here she comes. All right, yeah, I gotta hurry up, get it out. We're about to get on the plane, and when we get on the...
What's happening?
We're,
Y'all just conducting this little interview
we're
without
about
the
to...
best
It's like,
greatest
shut
ever.
up. We're about to hop on a plane. I think
Then that's the
plane
plane
right over there.
right out there.
Okay.
Yes.
They might not be able to see that very well, but
Okay.
But we're about to hop on a plane and be on it for about 8 hours. And me and Mama are sitting together, I think. That's what our ticket says. And then Madeline and Dad have to sit, you know. They're showing they cannot sit with us. So, but yeah. So probably not gonna be able to get any film on the plane. So probably the next time we'll record will be off of it.
Okay. All right. Are you ready to get on the plane,
Are you
Madeline?
done talking?
Yeah, I'm
Can I
done. Go
talk
ahead.
now?
I'll allow it.
Yes.
Is that all you got?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, guy.
All right.
Do that.
So, yes, I'm ready to get on the plane.
From the dad, you're always the protector. You're always the, I want to go first, go into a store. I'm going to be behind everybody watching. I want to make sure everything's okay, even though a lot of people, don't believe that about dads. As you know, us dads are always, we're paying attention. We maybe act like it, but we're paying attention to what we consider to be important things. And so, watching my two children go and compete on a team that I was not a coach or an instructor for was difficult for me to do, because they had always been my students. When we went to a tournament, win, lose, or draw, we talked about what we did. And so allowing them to go or being there, being a part of something where you watched your student that you've seen from white belt at a young age now on a world stage compete and not be able to be in that coach's corner was very, very tough and stressful for me. At the same time, you as a parent, as an instructor, they really go hand in hand, because you have to allow your children and your students to grow. And sometimes that means they have to go do things without you.
I really started panicking when we got to Ireland, and we were there for like a 5-6 hour, well, it's supposed to be a 4-hour layover, ended up being 6-hour layover. And I look at them and they look just so exhausted. And in my mind, I'm the one who booked the dates of when we were gonna fly over there, and I'm like, oh, Melanie, I haven't even told them this. I'm like, I think you really screwed this up, because they are gonna be so tired. They have done their part, and I'm always like kind of been the logistics side of what we do here at Benton Martial Arts, and I'm like, you might have screwed this up, because they're gonna be worn out, they're tired, that's my fault. I should have got them here a day sooner. What was I thinking? And then when we finally got to the hotel, I just kept thinking, okay, they're gonna get some rest, and you probably know this, but Aidan sleeps on the floor because he won't sleep in a bed with his sister because he thinks that's weird. And I'm like,
there's a story to explain it.
And I guess I understand that. You don't want to sleep with your sister, but hotel rooms in England are really expensive. Right. So they had their room and we had a room, and they're really tiny. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Aidan has flown all this way. He didn't sleep on the plane. Well, Madeline's kind of like me. She can sleep anywhere. And I failed them as a parent, trying to get them where they need to be to perform. They've done their job. Now I feel like I've let them down. And I didn't tell them that. And I really worried about that, but it didn't affect them.
Okay.
All right, guys, we made it here to Dublin, Ireland.
Where did you come from?
We got stuff on the side.
What I got?
Black stuff.
I would come out of my hood.
All right, Madeline. So, how was the flight?
It was good.
Food wasn't bad.
I was in the middle seat, so it's like the lamest seat to be in. So,
Did you make any friends?
I met an old lady.
An old lady?
An older lady. Never even got her name.
Really? Well, now you'll never see her again, Madeline.
I don't know. She lives in Texas. She's right outside.
You know how
Oklahoma.
many people live in Texas?
She's right outside of Oklahoma, like 30 minutes away.
I had to sit in a really small seat. It was not tall person friendly, and I didn't have no freaking.
And so?
I didn't have no freaking thing to do. Look at this guy, bro. He's not quite yet legend status. Zoom in on this.
How do I zoom in again?
Here. Oh, it's always that dude. Well, he's napping down there. But anyways, we are in Dublin, Ireland, and it is 9 a.m. here, but it's 3 a.m. back home. So all the messages I just sent to my friends, I'll probably get a response back in like 6 hours. But yeah,
Dude, we got off the plane, and one of those ladies down there in one of them neon vests, she's like, "Oh, are you okay, sir?" And she was like talking all Irish. I'm like, dude, it's like surreal, bro.
I know. I almost ran into one of the workers too, and he's like, "You want to eat?" I was like, "What the?"
You don't hear that, every day in Shreveport or Benton, Louisiana.
But yeah. So, and we're gonna catch a flight. Not pretty soon. We have a pretty long layover.
How long is the flight?
Not too long though.
From.
It's only like an hour.
Okay.
And a half.
That's about all I can take right now.
Yeah, but the layover here will be about 4 hours.
Yeah, so we can go.
But I ain't tired.
We can go and like eat or something, or I don't know. They had food on the plane, so.
Did you watch any movies on the plane?
No, I watched a Markiplier and listened to Juice WRLD and tried to read the Bible, but as soon as I freaking slapped it out, they turned off the lights. I'm like, oh, okay. Somebody's discriminating. Up here, there's nobody. And of course, right when I go to video, there's a video that starts playing.
Station is broke.
I guess get on the train.
Mom, what do you think about the train ride?
It's been relaxing actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm ready to get to the motel.
What do you want?
What do you think about the train ride?
6 countries, 18 time zones, and 27 trains later. Here we are.
I'm not even gonna ask that thing. But
That's not too far-fetched.
here, why don't you ask me?
Okay.
Since this is mine and Madeline's documentary, I shouldn't be interviewing y'all. You have to be interviewing us.
What do you think about the train ride?
I think it's really cool, and that we're the only ones on here. So, but today we're about to get into Brooms Grove, but yesterday we were in Dallas, Texas. So
You sure that was yesterday?
that was yesterday. I swear. They say it's been 2 days, but I haven't. No, it's been, yeah, it was yesterday. So, actually, because we drove from Louisiana the same day we went to Dallas. So I went from Louisiana all the way to England in 1 day.
Go.
Okay. All right. So we're doing practice right now. We got the individual competitors over here, and we have some. If you'll hand the camera, we got some team patterns right over here, and all along that, basically half the park. But just got informed one of my teammates will not be here, so we're gonna have one of the alternate sub in, and then another alternate sub in for the sparring. So, but it's cool though. We're having fun, but we're about to start practicing.
What are y'all practicing your team pattern?
Yeah.
Just now? Okay.
Yeah, we're practicing our team pattern.
Okay.
And Madeline's
are
over
we
there.
doing any sparring out here today or no?
No, I don't think so.
No.
This one girl over here is wearing socks while she's practicing. That's crazy.
Team force march. Team formation.
We got everything?
It's early in the morning. And we're about to head out. Just ate, yeah. What the heck?
That's Sarah's stuff.
Oh, it's like, why is there a shark in here? About to head out. Just ate breakfast, and about to head down to the tournament site. Grab an Uber, head down to the tournament site.
Thank you, sir.
How you feeling this morning?
Feel good. Most of the team is here, and all the team is here now. Grant's just got here, so feeling great. Just gotta get in. If you look over there, those are all the flags that should be here competing.
Oh yes.
Excuse me, sir.
I know. We were supposed to buy gum in the store yesterday, weren't we?
Goodness.
No, get Aidan.
So with this tournament, it was pretty different. They had a coin toss, and the the team England won the coin toss, so they got to pick who they wanted to go out first, and then we would have to match that. The time came to where they were going to play their best spar, Hannah. And once Mr. Powell saw that, he took his Powell towel and he wiped his sweat off and he turned around and he's like, I need Madeline. So she would come in and I would step back and pick up my lead leg, side kick. And right off the bat, I thought I had scored. Okay, this is probably 10 seconds into the match, right? I thought I had scored, so I let my leg fall. I let it drop below my waist. Well, no one said break. Even my my teammates, my USA teammates were like, yeah, she scored. No, they didn't say break. So Hannah took that opportunity to then blitz, which is jumping and doing 2 punches towards your opponent really fast. And then they said break. Okay, 1 point over here, Team England. All right. So judge says go again. And I made sure, gosh dang it, I made sure to pick up that lead leg side kick and just go right under the leg or right under the arm into the side. And break. Okay, 2 points for you, USA. So I got those points. We circle around. I make my way all the way over to her side, Team England side. And at this point, I can't even hear Mr. Powell anymore. We're too far away. That horn is blaring. Both teams are screaming.
USA! 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 USA!
So, bow out. I go back to my corner. Everyone's chanting USA again. So when I walked out, we had an 8-point lead.
USA!
It was time for the last girls to come out. And we had our last girl, her name is Alexis. And Team England's girl came in. She's an offensive spar. I think the girl she was sparring was also pretty offensive. So it was like this the entire time. The scorekeeper says time, throws the headgear in, judge says break. Judge says 2 points. 2 points, Team England. And we lost.
Mr. Powell was very upset. The women's team had just lost because they had it right there. I mean, right there. Right off the bat, the crowd was dead, but the crowd was still there. There were still a lot of people there. And he said, he turns and looks, because we won the coin toss. So we said, okay, you put out a spar. England, you put out a spar. So they put out this, he's probably around 6'8", and he was about 265. He's a large human being, just tall. And I'm 6'2", 145. Soaking wet. So they put out this really tall gentleman. I think his name was Chon, and Mr. Powell looks at him. In the video, he looks at him. He wipes his forehead with his towel, turns and looks at me, and goes, "Fulgium, you're in." And the momentum started. The adrenaline started, and it just got going. And as soon as the head ref said, "Go," Mr. John, I think that's his name, I believe. You could tell he wasn't used to sparring. He's always used to sparring people smaller than him, because he came right in, dude, and knocked me down. Powell said, "Hey, look, side kick, body." I said, "Yes, sir." So, of course, I didn't do what I was told to. I stepped back and thought I round kicked him in the head, and I thought they called it, but apparently they didn't. So it's like, okay, I'm up 3-0, let's go. And after that, we got back to the center. They said no point. I didn't realize it because I was being a goober. And they said go again, and he comes in, and I try to move off to the corner and throw a spin. I miss him, and they say he punched me in the head. I don't think he did. They say he punched me in the head, so he got a point. So in all actuality, it was 1-0 him. And I thought I was winning 3-0.
Come on, Aidan.
And I get out of that match 9-3, and I was like, okay, everybody's feeling good. We shake hands, and I get out. I yell, man, I'm feeling it, dude. It was electric. after Mr. Powell told me I did good. I high-fived all my guys, and I shouted, "Let's go Team USA again." There was nothing that they could do. They could have the best point spar come into that room and try to finish the match in the entire world, and there's no way they could cut it back. Alex throws a spin, and the Englishman moves out of the way, and he goes in for a blitz. And Alex takes the foot that he spun with, picks it back up, and side kicks him, and the guy he goes in and he falls backwards onto the ground, and it sounds like a bass drum. It's like boom, as soon as he hits the mat. And we got 2 extra points, and I was like, that's it, we won. I mean, about 15 seconds later, they called time, and they didn't throw the headgear in there, but 36-31, and that's ball game.
I feel pretty dang awesome. I'm losing my voice, and that's probably the coolest tournament experience I've ever had in my life.
Heck yeah. What are you coming home with so far?
2 golds.
All right.
Golds.
For USA.
Yes, ma'am. And the thing is that's not nearly as big as it can get. There's supposed to be about 3 other teams here. And of course, you have the ITF stage, a competition which is much larger than this. So it's exciting. There's so much more to it.
Good job.
I know I think the 3rd girl to go up. I watched Peyton, my teammate, do her pattern. We were in there together because we're both 4th degrees. And then I went up after her, and my pattern is Moon Moo. And anybody out there who knows what I'm talking about knows that Moon Moo is the beast above all else.
56 moves?
61.
61, sorry.
61. And 61 moves are not so fun. I mean, it's fun to do it like one time, but if you gotta do it more than once, it's not fun. So I get out there, I never like to watch myself do patterns ever because they just never look that good to me. But I mean, it was okay when I went out there and did my pattern. So I did my pattern. I didn't miss any moves. I did bobble a couple times on the kicks, but I did get some relatively mid scores. So they wrote the scores down. I walk out of the ring, and then another girl came up to do her Moon Moo. And I sat there and I watched it. It was pretty good. It's pretty good Moon Moo. I was like, all right, that's pretty solid. And she walks out, and then everyone's done. Everyone's done with their patterns. And then I'm kind of standing over there to the side, just waiting for the decision. And then an English guy comes up to me, and he's like, Mom, can you come this way? And she walks over there, and it's the other girl. It's the other Moon Moo girl. So we're just kind of standing there like, yes. And he's like, okay, ladies, so you both have tied, so you're going to have to do your pattern again. Good luck. And he walks away. I'm like, what? Well, sir, can you tell me why we've, like, what are we tying for? So I didn't know if we tied for 1st, 3rd. Usually they tell you, but this time they didn't. So we're like, okay. So I did my pattern again. I feel like it was better the 2nd time around. And then I walk out. She did her pattern. And of course she didn't miss any moves. Still pretty solid pattern. And so we both walk out there. We're both standing in the middle of the ring. And this time they didn't write scores down, they just pointed. Judges said call, and I won 3-2. That much. I was like, all right. And then they said, okay, in 1st place, Miss Madeline. I'm like, oh, okay. It wasn't for 3rd. Because that would be really embarrassing. But, and then yeah, I won 1st in individual patterns and 3rd in point sparring.
Right before sparring started, I looked over at him and I was like, listen, David, because I had lost in Tulsa, and I had told him in Tulsa, I was like, it's going to be me and you in the finals for sparring. He's like, okay, yes, sir, I got you on that. And it didn't end up that way. I got beat, and he went on. Dang it. But he went on. He got 2nd in Tulsa. Alex got him in Tulsa, supposedly. I was David's coach in Tulsa, so whatever. But I told him in English, I was like, listen, David, it's gonna be me and you in the finals. And there was a lot of people in our division in England. We had a lot of USA guys in there too. And we had Luke from the team England in there. And that dude's a monster. I was like, it's gonna be me and you in the finals. It's so much fun sparring your teammates, especially David. He was definitely my best match that day. And I hit him with an axe kick right away, and as soon as I hit him with that axe kick, I'm gonna win. You know, I was tired. I had done patterns, team events, judged and walked around all day yelling USA a lot. But as soon as I hit him with that kick, I mean, it wasn't even 20 seconds into the round. I hit him with that kick, I'm like, that's it, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna take first place today. And I did. So I got sparring, patterns, and came away with 4 golds.
What happened?
I got first. In sparring. First in team sparring, first in team patterns, first in patterns, and first in sparring.
So you brought 4 golds?
4 golds, yes ma'am. I had to spar my teammate David, and that was fun.
Yeah, I got that on video for you.
If he's watching this, we're gonna run that back. David.
Yeah.
But just know I'm 1-0. But yeah, it was fun. Every kid in the world, I don't care what they say, and me included, you want to know who the best is at anything. Basketball, football, baseball, you know, whatever you do. And God, I didn't realize it, but He used me in a way in England. He put me at the top of every category I was in. And I was blessed. And not speaking out of pride, but I was blessed to say Aidan Fulgium was the best in England. Everybody might have come away with a medal, and that's amazing. But I hadn't been the best up until that point. But God took me, used me in a way that I could never do on my own.
I don't know. It's just when you asked me the most memorable moment about this, the first thing that popped into my head was just, I don't know, me and Aidan just kind of going through this together. So I guess it's just a combined moment of 2 siblings just training to be the best. I guess that's my most memorable moment. Just me and Aidan going through this together.
Madeline has always been somebody that has done the instruction with me, not instructed me. She's been there. My dad has said, Aidan, fix that front stance. Madeline, fix your L stance. She's been there right with me every step of the way. So every time I've gotten beat up, every time that she's gotten beat up, every time we've won, every time she's won, every time we clean the dang school together, we've been together. So if it weren't for Madeline, I don't know, man, I don't know. You know I talk trash about her a whole lot, and she is horrible at video games. We're just gonna get that out of the way. But Madeline is definitely the most influential person, because Madeline gets me on things, patterns, and I get her on things and sparring, and we'll trade back and forth going between one another. But I mean, it's Madeline.
If you were sitting where I was sitting right now, what would you say to him?
Dang, man, don't make me tear up. We miss you. We're carrying on.
Yeah.
Thank you. for being so tough on me, because as tough as I am on my children, that's how he was on me. That's the only way I know how to be. And yeah, he made me who I am today. So, and there's a lot of people that have that story, but to know that he was in his end times, and I know I'm really not answering the question, but to know that he was really interested in what we had to do, was very happy with. He always came in here and he always said, "Hey, it's like I'm home." That's what I would tell him. "Hey, boss man, we're still kicking ass," and you know, thank you. We miss you.